thấy Jenny kể thấy Jenny kể cái vụ mà ông xén cỏ á.
Phải chạy qua nhà em gái để mà vô thi lên trình đó.
Ổn
Ok.
quá làm gì nữa.
Dạ, rồi, biết ơn cô nha. Mời cô tiếp tục.
Ok, bye bye.
Dạ,
Vậy
cảm ơn cô
là
Xuân
ngày
Ý
kia
rồi.
nhở? Ngày kia mới gặp nhau nhỉ?
Dạ, thứ ba. Sáng mai rồi.
Đâu? Thứ ba mà.
Thứ ba, sáng mai là thứ
Mai
mấy?
là vẫn là chủ nhật bên đấy đúng không?
Hôm nay chủ nhật.
À,
Hôm nay chủ nhật. Sáng mai là sáng mai thứ hai ở Việt
sáng
Nam
mai
nè.
của giờ Mỹ hả? Thế
Ha
thì phải là
đúng
sáng
rồi,
ngày
quên
kia
quên sáng mốt,
của
đúng
Việt
rồi, đúng
Nam
rồi.
chứ.
Đúng rồi, dạ, sáng mai, dạ sáng mốt, đúng rồi, Việt Nam, mốt Việt
Đúng
Nam,
rồi.
dạ, dạ. Biết ơn cô.
Hôm vào lại nhớ nhớ, hôm nào kiểu tỉnh táo ấy, lại nhớ nhớ.
Bình thường chạy,
Ok,
dạ.
have a nice day. Bye bye. Reality of anyone, we have information, energy, and material. According to materialized perspective, we have cause, condition, and outcomes. According to energy perspective and angle of energy, we have knowing, belief, and understanding. These the basic these three basic triangles. One more example for you to easy understand. And how can we talk about and talk about for another, transform for another. If we want to ask anyone, how can you be rich? Because I can be rich because I know about this. I believe. I understand about what is richness. Hello, cô Xuân Ý.
Dạ, em chào cô Xuân, chào cô An Trang.
Have a
Dạ,
nice
em
day.
Hoa. Dạ.
Okay, today we talk about the reality of the triangle of reality. Yeah, we fix the one. We need to clear about that image. Clear image. When we believe, yeah, that means when we have the belief and our inner state is balanced. Inner state is balanced and positive. Positive. It's easy to understand, to discuss, and positive and balanced. Yeah. If we don't understand, the inner state will be negative. Inner state is negative is the is that we don't believe. And vice versa, when our inner state is positive and balanced, that means when we believe about that. Yeah. In knowing is that we are having source concepts. When we want to ask anyone, how can you swim well? That means we have the source concept about swimming. When mentioned to swimming, our inner state is positive and balanced, and understand about swimming. How about to swim? We have the image of swimming is so clear. As you know, as usual, we in general, lots of people couldn't swim, although he or she have learned to swim for many years. But in our organization, we have the formula how to swim much easily, because we have the reality of swimming. We have the source concept about the swim well, and when we mention to swimming, our inner state is positive. So we have the image about swimming is clear. So it's easy for us to swim. Lúc nào mà cô Xuân Ý sẵn sàng thì cô Xuân Ý vào sân nhé.
Dạ. Cô Trang xin tham bảo đơn.
Okay. According to materialized perspective, we have cause, condition, and outcome. Yeah. This diagram is easy for us to receive and transform the reality for anyone. Don't ask how to create the new triangle.
Dạ, em bắt đầu chia sẻ được ạ.
Ok.
Em biết ơn cô Xuân.
Biết ơn cô Xuân Ý nhé.
Dạ.
Ok. Hôm nay bây giờ Xuân có chút lịch khác thì Xuân xin phép là out luôn nhé.
Dạ, em biết ơn
cái
cô
màn
Xuân.
hình cái cam của Xuân nó bị mờ, mọi người nhìn có bị mờ không?
Dạ, em cũng thấy nó có hơi mờ một chút.
Mà sao kiểm tra thì hai cái cam cũng giống nhau mà không hiểu sao cái cam chiếu này nó lại bị mờ, trong khi cái cam chiếu mặt này thì nó lại rất là ok, đúng không?
Dạ.
Cam chiếu mặt thì rất là nét, nhưng mà cam chiếu hình thì nó lại không được nét. Ok, biết ơn cô Xuân Ý nhá.
Dạ, em biết ơn cô Xuân, em chào cô.
Bye cô An nha. Xuân xin phép là Xuân out cả.
Hello everyone. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to share, to interpret this our understanding inner being course today. So the teacher is talking about the reality triangle, and teacher Sun interpreted for us about this diagram. When it comes to finance, teacher Huang An is very decided about finance course, because she believes it's simple to earn money, to have money, to have clear image about her income from many sources, like she can have to have money. And she said writing books is a way to have the passive income. So whatever you want, whatever realities you want to have, it's just based on this reality triangle. So before I have like negative state about finance, but now when it comes to finance, I have the balance towards positive inner state about finance. As of now, I have I have the clear image about finance. How many forms that we can, or many ways that we can have, or we can have money or improve my financial condition. Writing books, for example, writing books. Somebody said it's hard to, if we have a lot of money, we don't know how to, or how to count it or calculate it. So if we have the machine to do that, the machine to do that. Yeah. Or you just have a YouTube channel, can earn money from that. Okay, we just review until here. With our reference systems, so money, when we talk about money and finance, think about the inner states in a balanced towards positive state, with blessing. Somebody asked about the finance force schedule. And in April, we have the mindset of thinking course, but it's not for the community. It's not public. It's just for some companies. When it comes to finance, many people are so excited. So that means this is very nice. You have raised your inner awareness about finance. somebody make a joke, but it tends to the negative way. So the teachers just gave him advice. All right, everybody. Now we've moved to a section that's very, very important. Like the wisdom land in our house. In order to develop wisdom source concept, we need to draw the diagram. But actually, wisdom has no image. We just borrow some related wisdom images. To elevate our awareness about wisdom. So in this module, we just listen gradually, steadily, and no need to worry or be hurried in this module, because everybody has wisdom. We just listen gradually, and then you realize that I have this one, I have this one, I have the other one. So everybody, let's draw a symbol, an image. Is like a candle. It's like candle. There's a candle. Everybody draw together with me so that we have that image in our mind. So we can connect to the image of the light or candle or the lamp in our mind. Today we're talking about wisdom. After that we have intention. Okay. Then we have the flame. Here, and this has the steam. There's no light. And some yellow lights. Try it, everybody. Right. If as of now, if we talk about wisdom, so people in the society in general, we will think about people who are very somebody who is very far away, or something it's hard to reach. So here we just clarify about wisdom. We just throw the light, the candle. Okay, so how can we know somebody has wisdom? So here we also borrow reality triangle. With three angles. Still in formation. Energy. And real material manifestation. Material manifestation. So if we have the information of wisdom, energy of wisdom, and reality manifestation of wisdom, we have wisdom. So what's the information, energy, and material manifestation of wisdom? Somebody asked about the information, energy, and material manifestation of wisdom. It's a very good question. That's why we're learning. Is it okay, everybody? Just slowly, gradually, we learn about wisdom, receive wisdom, realize about wisdom. So please help me write down. Wisdom is simply understood. Wisdom is simply understood. Wisdom is simply understood as concepts. Wisdom is simply understood as a concept referring to the state of human inner awareness. There are 5 levels of wisdom. Wisdom is simply understood as a concept referring to a state of human inner awareness. There are 5 levels of wisdom. Wisdom is simply understood as a concept referring to a state of human inner awareness. There are 5 states of inner awareness corresponding to 5 levels of wisdom. Alright, so we have inner awareness, state of inner awareness. State of inner awareness. Inner awareness. So we have 5 states of inner awareness corresponds to 5 levels of wisdom. Everybody have catch up. If you've done with the definition of wisdom, so let's move to the first state of inner awareness. We just slowly, gradually get to know it. Okay? So the first state of inner awareness, we study about inner being. Just slowly, gradually, we get to know it. The first state of inner awareness, everybody have me write down. The first state of inner awareness is the awareness state. Is the inner awareness state of objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. Again, the first state of inner awareness is the inner awareness state of objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. Objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people through the lens of right, wrong, good, bad, true, false, should not. Right, wrong, good, bad, true, false, should not. So we have the first state of inner awareness. So we have right versus wrong, good versus bad, true versus false, should versus should not. Everybody think about this. Do you, when you encounter something, do you have the awareness about something is right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, should or not? Do we have it? So earlier we wrote about the objects, events, phenomena, circumstances of people. So once we face objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, people, so we could have the awareness about them, right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, should or should not, right? So anybody has the inner awareness, the first state of inner awareness. We have the first state of inner awareness. If we're able to distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, true or false, should not, so you have the first state of inner awareness. If the things when when we don't talk about, we don't mention about true or false. We don't apply true or false. So it can be should or should not. Should do or should not do. We should go there, we should not go there. We should face it or should not face it. Right? Objects, events, phenomena, circumstances of people. So like natural phenomena. It's like lightning. When we face lightning, we know what we should do or what we should not do, right? Which is the kids, they might not know what should do, what should not do. Maybe under 3 years old, when there is like there is outlets or extensions, so they know that they should not touch the electricity in the outlet or extension, for example. But we adults has the inner awareness stage that we distinguish between right, wrong, good and bad, true and false, should and should not. It means that we have the first state of inner awareness. We have the awareness that something right is wrong, right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, should or should not. There are things, there are objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, and people in many areas that we don't know how to we should or we should not do, or distinguish between true or false, good or bad, right or wrong. So it depends on the area that you are familiar with, so you can easily or simply distinguish between right or wrong, good or bad, or true or false, or should and should not. So there are some rules in the society, and we should know to distinguish between right and wrong. Let's say when you see the red light, so you need to stop, right? And you see the green light, so you can go. So according to a country rules or some policies, and we need to apply according those, so we can distinguish between right and wrong, for example. And we need the reference system to see if something right and wrong. Let's say 1 + 1 is 2, according to mathematics reference, right? But in economy, 1 + 1, we have more than that, more than 2. If 2 people working together and they can earn a lot of money, right? And then they can gather more people. So it depends on the reference system. And we can see that number 6 and number 9 sometimes when just upside down is can be the same, right? But in Japanese people don't accept that concept, because when they write, let's say they write there is the underlined that number 6 is 6, 9 is 9. So we cannot be confused. So when we mention about right, wrong, so there are reference systems that we need to refer to know if it's right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, should or should not do. Okay, so we have the first state of inner awareness definition, and we have definition of a person with the first level wisdom is someone who has inner awareness state. A person with first level wisdom is someone who has inner awareness state to distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, true and false, should and should not. A person with first level wisdom is someone who has inner awareness state to distinguish between right and wrong, true and false, good and bad, should and should not, in relation to objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. Again, a person with first level wisdom is someone who has the inner awareness state to distinguish between right and wrong, true, good and bad, true and false, should and should not, in relation to objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. Okay. When you write out, anybody has the question that there's no difference between the state of inner awareness, the first state of inner awareness, and the people who the first level of wisdom. There is difference. The people, a person with first level wisdom is able to distinguish. So the first day in awareness, the first day of inner awareness, so it's mentioned about the awareness of about right, awareness about something's right or wrong, good or bad, true or false, should and should not. And a person with the first level wisdom is able to distinguish between right and wrong. So good and bad, true and false, should and should not, should and should not, so that they can choose the right thing to do, the good thing to do, the truth, or what should do. A person with the first level wisdom is able to distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, true and false, should and should not do. No, it's not hard. There one way for you to be able to do that. That practice, do the infer the lesson, insights, enlightenment every day. So by doing that, you're activating your human brains. So you can have the mind that align with your desire. So if something arises, you have the foundation to rely on. You know what's right to do, what's good to do, what's the truth to choose, what you should do. After this course, when you elevate your inner awareness states, you also elevate your wisdom level. So when you are able to distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, true and false, should and should not, so that you can proactively choose the right thing to do, the good thing to do, the truth, and what you should do. You don't wait. You don't wait until there is a problem arise. The rising problem come. We don't wait until the problem comes to choose. But beforehand, we proactively choose the right thing to do. We proactively choose the good things, to see the good things in others. If you see good and bad and just judge good or bad, right or wrong, so it's not the case here. There are things that we definitely need to know how to distinguish, how to differentiate. So there are moments that we confuse, we don't know how to differentiate or distinguish between right and wrong, good or bad, true or false, and should or should not. So that at that moment you need to elevate to the inner awareness states. Number 2, the second state of inner awareness, or the second level of wisdom. Have you done that in your life? To distinguish, to know what you should do or what you should not do. Anyway, choose whatever you choose, you we have the second, the wisdom level 2. Wisdom level 2. Wisdom level 2. So the state of inner awareness 2, or the state of inner awareness number 2, is the awareness state of the root of life originating from oneself. So course of life. Originates from oneself. So whatever you choose, remember that we have the inner awareness state number 2. Corresponds to the wisdom level 2. So when you don't know how to distinguish or differentiate things, so we can use the inner awareness state number 2. And we know that inner awareness state number 2 said root cause of life originates from oneself or from within. So let's write down, everyone. The state of inner awareness 2, or the state of inner awareness level number 2, is the awareness state the state of inner awareness 2, or state of inner awareness number 2, is the inner awareness state of the root cause of life originates from oneself. Originates from oneself, or from within. From within. From within. This is awareness. And since we have the inner awareness number 2, so we have the wisdom level 2. So when we talk about the root cause of life originates from ourselves, when we talk about ourselves, but in general, for the inner awareness state number 2, it means that the root cause of life originates from oneself. So whoever talking about that or applies this inner awareness state, so they need to understand that it's the root cause of life originates from themselves. So from oneself. From oneself. So let's write down about the people with wisdom level 2. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone. Person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the inner awareness that the root cause of life originates from oneself. Is someone who has the inner awareness that the root cause of life originates from oneself, from within oneself, or from oneself. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the inner awareness that the root cause of life originates from oneself. So that is the first one. The second one is someone who understands and perceives that all phenomena, events, comes from within their mental seeds, not from the external circumstances. Is someone who understands and clear awareness that all phenomena, events, comes from within their mental seeds. Their mental seeds, not from itself. Okay, let me repeat. Is someone who understands and have the awareness that all phenomena, events come from within their mental seeds, not from itself. Not from itself. And there is one more point. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who doesn't seek the change. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who doesn't seek the change from the external worlds. Is someone who doesn't seek the change from the external worlds. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who doesn't seek the change from the external worlds. But have the clear awareness that this need to have the change from within. Again, a person with wisdom level 2 doesn't seek the change from the external worlds. Instead, they have the profound awareness that the change must come from within inner being. Okay, is someone who has the belief that seeking the change from others leads to suffering. Changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Okay, let me repeat the whole definition. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the inner awareness that the root cause of life originates from oneself. Is someone who understands and realize that all things, events, comes from within their own mental seeds, not from itself. Is someone who doesn't seek change from the external world, but clearly recognize that true change must come from within. Is someone who has the belief that seeking the change from others leads to suffering. Changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. There are moments that we only can give that choice. So we don't know what's right or wrong, good or bad. We just at that moment, with that awareness, we only can give that choice or decision. So we need to have the second state of inner awareness that the root cause of life originates from oneself. And a person who has wisdom level 2 doesn't seek the change from the external words, because they understand clearly that the root cause of their life comes from within themselves. So it's no use to seek the change from the external words. So they only can change from within. So in the wisdom level 1, we proactively choose the right thing to do, the good things to see, the true things to apply it, and what should do to do. And when we confuse with our decisions, so we can raise or elevate to wisdom level 2, or the second state of inner awareness, that we understand the root cause of our lives comes from within, originates from oneself. Uh, there is a concept here to have you understand about this point. So I think we can, there's the warm ignorance. This concept. When we don't know what is right or wrong, remember one thing, that you don't know with your current awareness, you can make that decision only, that choice only. So that's why we don't blame ourselves, we don't blame others. But we know that the root cause comes from us. The root cause of our lives is from oneself, the root cause of oneself is from within themselves. So we have this concept, transitional ignorance, transitional ignorance to the veil of rebirth. So you have accumulated your blessing and merit and your karma through many lives, And when you get rebirth, and when you are in the mother's womb, we call that is the transitional ignorance through the veil of rebirth. You forgot everything from the past life, and we don't know what we have planted, the seeds we have planted in the past. So that's why we have, because we have seeds, that's why we have the fruits or the outcomes or results that we receive. And because of those seeds we have planted in the past, it's lead to that behavior, that decision. So that's why the root cause of life comes from us, but it's not our fault. Okay? In the beginning, there are people who said that they want to accompany our master, our teachers. So he let them accompany him, and he cultivates or nurture their potentials for some positions. And the stories, when she first came to our teacher, And if our teacher doesn't have the wisdom level 2, and he understands about the karma, and understand about the root cause of life comes from within, and so how can he cultivate me to become the person I am today? And similar to Teacher Wu, when he first came to our teacher, our master, and he also cultivated him to be the person, to be the teacher, the health teacher, an expert in health today, so that he can take the responsibilities for health in our community, but in our ecosystem. So in the past, our community's first steps, we provide many services like and our teachers also support many people without any fee. So whoever wants to accompany our masters, he's happy already, and he cultivates us to become who we are today. And the teacher is also sharing some other teachers. I heard her story when she first came to our teacher. She was in a very bad health condition, and even Western medicines denied her case, reject her case. But at a time in the dire and life living situation, and she believed in our master, so we just follow him and accompany him. And then after she has been through some like cure plans. So after that, she recovered from a health problem and accompanies the teacher, our master, and he cultivates her potential. So now she's become like the principal in our community, in our WIT organization center. And similar to teacher Ngọc, she also, when she first came to our master, she also asked some help from our master, and he cultivated her to become an expert in beauty. So that we have a beauty expert in our community, our ecosystem also today. But her background in the past was not about beauty or in this industry. So whatever we want, we just create. We can desire. with the wisdom level 2, because reward course of life comes from oneself, so we are able to desire, we are able to create the life that we want. Somebody asked, how can we accompany our master, or we serve our communities, accompany to a WIT organization? So the state of servants is state that you just serve people, and we have enough food to eat, where to stay, to live, so enough basic needs, and we just serve people, and whatever the organization needs, which position that the organization needs. So you just carry that role, that state of serving. And the teacher also, she said that when the master asked her how much does she need for to support for her life, she said she didn't need anything, just want to accompany the teacher, the master. And he said, but if we have all resources to support for her, so how much does she want? And she said, okay, she told him an amount, but she said, it's just says an amount, but I don't really need that. I just want to accompany him to build this ecosystem society. So that is state of serving. So for in our community, in our ecosystem, we have many others communities within. So, for example, like To Be Lover, Teacher Moon is the founders of To Be Lover communities. And whenever there's someone ask her, how can I serve their To Be Lover community? And she said she just add them to the communities. So whatever they can do, they just do. So we need to be proactive. We need to be proactive first, and be proactive. Take the responsibility to do something to serve the communities. And whenever the organization needs some roles, and we can carry that. We can play that role. So about the To Be Lover community, that is there, where people want to, when Teacher Moon's build that community, she wants to have their place in a marriage machine for people to have the blessing, to accumulate blessing in marriage, where people share their realities in marriage, in family. So when there is enough blessing in marriage, we have good life. We have good life. And in our community, in our ecosystem, money is we base on the blessing that we have. Right? Blessing is like money. So the more blessing you have, the better life that you have. So if you want to serve the community, just join us. Just join. If you truly want to do it, just join. So we can see if there is anything you can do, just do it. If you want to serve the community, there are many things to do. There are many things to do. So you can share this knowledge to others. Many things to do. But if you ask for fame or wealth, status, something like that, at the moment we don't have. We just serve people. We just serve the community, serve the society. So what we have discussed so far is about the first state of inner awareness corresponds to the wisdom level 1. The second state of inner awareness corresponds to wisdom level 2. At the wisdom level 1, we distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, true and false, should and should not do, and we proactively choose the right thing to do, the good thing to seize, the truth, and the thing that we should do, so we do it. So in the past, instead of arguing to see who's right or wrong, and with the wisdom level 1, we choose that, okay, in marriage, to have the happiness or the harmonious marriage relationship, so we choose our partner is right. It's all right, because we choose happiness over right or wrong. Happiness over right or wrong. So when there is argument, so our partner is right. Or if somebody is a man, they have the conviction that my wife is always right, because I chose happiness over right or wrong. There is a code that if you win your loved one, if you win your loved one, it means that you doesn't love that person. If you win your loved one, it means that you don't love the ones you win. When you win, so don't ever just try to claim if you're right or wrong, to see if you're right or wrong. The more you focus on something, the bigger it is in our eyes. So the more we focus on the negative, the bad things in others, the bigger of that image appear in our eyes, in our minds. So whenever happens, whatever happens, just elevate and elevate in our inner awareness to number 2 and wisdom level 2. Whatever happens, we know that we don't want it. If it's undesirable outcomes, we know that we don't want it. We don't want it comes, but when it comes, we know that the root cause from us. The root cause from us, from ourselves, from within. So we don't blame anyone, anybody. We don't blame ourselves as well. So in the upcoming sections, we will learn clearly in detail about tolerance. So whatever comes, we have a tolerance. And so with the wisdom level 2, is correspond to tolerance. And the wisdom level 3, 4, 5, we learned in another sections. And wisdom level 3 is very, very crucial for us to apply in our life. It's very crucial for us, and we will have the whole section for wisdom level 3. So everybody today, do you see that wisdom level 1, wisdom level 2 simple? And for now, we have sometimes to share. If anyone have anything that you want to share, please do it. And if you have any doubts, just let me know so we can discuss of that. And in the Zoom, even that you don't say if you receive or you get or you have that awareness, but the teachers can sense it. So in this Zoom, I have chance to interact with everyone, so I can sense it. But on YouTube, if you watch on YouTube, I don't have chance to interact with you, so I don't know if you receive it or not, if you recognize it or not. Okay. Dirk raised his hand and he shared something. Dirk said that regarding the inner awareness number 2, the root cause of life originates from oneself is right. But the last sentence, which is seeking a change from others, is beginning of suffering and seeking a change from within is the beginning of happiness. Could the teacher ask if anybody has the same questions with Đức? So that whole statement is seeking the change from others leads to suffering. Changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. We okay, let's make it simple. We understand that the root cause of one life is from within, right? So if you seek the change from others, how can others change like we want, right? As we want. Let's say, around our master, there are many people. There are many people, and each one has different personalities. There are people who keep promise strictly, but there are others who don't. And teacher means the one who sharing is lecturing us. She said that I was in the government environment and I care more about the promise and the commitments. So I cannot ask others. I cannot ask others. I cannot ask others to change, because if they don't change as I want, they will be suffering for me. So if that person, I know that he or she doesn't keep the promise. If we have the schedule by 9, I understand and I know that they will appear at show up at 9:15, for example. So if I want to have schedule with them by 9:15, I will tell them that we'll have schedule by 9. So by 9:15, we meet each other. So just seek the change from ourselves. We just do whatever we feel happy, we feel joyful, feel content. But we don't ask others to change. We don't ask anyone to change. Let's say young people, they like to dye their hairs, change the clothes, expose some flesh, for example, body, many areas of body. And if we ask them to change their styles, and they don't do that, so we will have the suffering because of that. But if we change we have the inner voice that words comes from within. We understand that the young people also see us as the old-fashioned ones. So we don't ask any change from others. In the past, I listen to the English songs, and my dad says, well, my dad nagged me why or I listened that song, and then she brought their headphone or the earphones, so that nobody gets any. We don't ask any change from others. And then there is a scenario that that happens the same with her dad. Her dad also listened to another style, like the old songs, the past songs, and from 4 a.m. From 4 a.m. when she was sleeping, but she didn't say anything. She also deal with that. And she tried to explain to her dad that you did the same, but I never complained about that. So from that day, when they have their well communications, and her dad never mentioned about a listening style of the songs or the jumps of the songs that they need to listen. They should listen. And then her dad understood. They understood that. But at first she didn't seek the change from her dad. She just brought earphones to use. So we don't seek the change from others. Yeah, Luke also said that he understood that. He understood that we cannot change anyone. We cannot change anyone because we're not themselves. We're not them. We can only change ourselves. So that's the beginning of our happiness. Ánh Ngọc. Okay, the teacher calling on Ánh Ngọc. Ánh Ngọc say she's happy that she received the outcomes, the reality. She wants to share to everyone this happiness to everyone in this room. And she inferred some lessons today. She feel touched with the lesson today, that everything the teacher said, she feel hurt in them. She said that in the past she seek the change from others, and what she got just suffering. Since she know about this knowledge, she just focused on herself, to just change herself, and she got the outcomes, the desired outcome in many areas. So at work, when she contact or interact with her boss or with her colleagues, and everybody has their own perspectives. And in the past, I always asked them to follow me. And when it didn't work as my will, so I got suffering. And now I just focus on myself to have the balance in the states. And I choose to see the good things in them and understand the root cause of my life from myself. And I apply this knowledge in my real life. It gives us the harmonious relationship with my boss, with my colleagues. And similar to my family, I apply it into my relationship with my husband, my children. And as of now, in a family, I choose happiness over anything else. I just choose happiness. Whatever I need to do, I think about if it gives me happiness, I would choose. And I focus on the positive transformation of my family members. And in the past, I only see the bad things in them. And I understand that whatever images that I have about others, I understand this is from me, from what I have accumulated in the past, the seeds that I have accumulated in the past. So that's why I got this result. And now at the moment, I chose happiness, so I know that I need to focus on happiness only, focus on the good things from others. And I see my husband as the advisor to me, the guru to me. Every Saturday in the to be in the section of to be lover communities, I listen to the happy, harmonious realities in relationship, accumulate those beautiful images, and so I have the harmonious relationships with my family members. And similar to finance, in the past, I thought I'm better than others. So I was arrogant, so I don't need anything. So I lost many things. And but now with the energy of appreciation and gratitude for my husband or whatever I have. So my husband believe me and give me the whole right to manage finance in the family. So I just focus on receiving or collecting the beautiful realities from teachers in the community, from people around. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for teacher women, everyone, and wish everybody can be enrolled in the Mentor 7 course. And she said that she started study with WIT since course 35, and this course is 37. And she have applied what she have learned in this course into her life, and she have the positive transformation and get the desirable outcomes. Thank you very much, teacher women and everyone. There are some other people ask in the chat box. There's a question. Somebody asked, my lover just, my partner just focus on career, but doesn't care about me. Someone named Thấu asked that question. The teacher said that a man focus on the career when he have the solid career. They can take care of you better. So what do you think about that? And you need to clarify your relationship wherever you are in that relationship. If you have the good communication with him, so you need to communicate with him to understand where is your relationship. So there's nothing to say when a man focus on his career. So this is a objective view. If a man doesn't have any time for you, so we need to see if you are prioritized or not, because nobody has no time for something. They always have time for important and urgent things. So if he has no time for you, it means that you are not important or urgent enough for him. So think about that. But if he still have time for you, but it's just little, it's not too much, so congrats. He wants to focus on his career or create a better life with you. But if there's no connection between you two, so you need to communicate with him. In this life, nobody has no time for their lovers, their loved ones. So it depends. Someone asked about surfing Facebook, if does it waste time or not? So it depends. If when you surf browsing Facebook, but you feel happy, you feel joyful, excited when you're doing that, it means that you have the positive inner state, so it's good. But if you feel it's waste time, so you have the negative inner state, so it's not good. Just only you know your inner state. Ngọc Lai have a question. As a question, she said the question is not clear. The teacher didn't understand the question. She said that she wants her family study learns the course in with. So you don't need to ask anybody learns. So you just if you receive the value here, you receive the value here. So your family eventually will receive the value here. No need to worry. Don't keep the image that your family don't study with WIT. No need to worry. No need to persuade anyone or prove to anyone. Prove to everyone. We don't need to persuade them. Just have the awareness that if we understand, if we receive the knowledge here, the value here, one day they will receive, our loved ones will receive it. No need to rush. Okay, eventually they will get it. So I think we're about to wrap up this section. And today we learned about the information of wisdom. So see everybody tomorrow. Okay. The sections end. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to Chang for giving me this opportunity to interpret today's section. And bye, Chang. Bye, everyone. So I will leave the Zoom by now.